Hi guys, we're back. Check this out. We got the Euro Aussie. We were here just a couple of days ago, but we felt that we had to come back due to recent developments. When we were here just a couple of days ago, it was a pleasure to talk about the very nice move we took all the way to 59.57, and the fact that we managed to take a serious profit off the table. We actually closed 70% of that position. Don't forget, we started to slide when price just retested that 62.22 resistance level. It was a strong support before, turned into a resistance. We noticed that touchdown and price was starting to fold, and then we knew that we were looking at the right shoulder of this really lovely head and shoulders pattern, right? But we also knew that price is most likely will break the neckline and head straight for this area, which was such a strong support area. But not only that, it's just a major milestone. We're talking about 59.57 and 59.74, and also the 200-day moving average, guys. Now, so yeah, it did came a little bit as a surprise to see price just slicing that whole area, that whole support zone, quite easily. Seems to be effortlessly. But we have to remember it's still unconfirmed, right? It's just a daily price action. Having said that, it is kind of an indication that price may actually begin to break down for real. So, and the reason I say that is not only because it managed to close the daily bar yesterday, as you can see, well below that area, right? The close yesterday was at 59.37, so decisive enough, I should say. But what I was mostly impressed about, guys, was what happened here over the course of yesterday, at the beginning of the day, and the day before, right? When price, after having a pretty remarkable reaction on that area I was talking about, right? Price was slicing. That was the moment we price took our take profit order, when it was slicing that area, but it was bouncing back up, and then it was starting to turn around, and we got a little bit concerned, to be honest. We said that if price is going to cross back above the neckline, that's going to be it for us, right? We're going to basically close that last trade, take a small loss on that last trade, but basically have a nice overall a successful position, and we'll just look for opportunities somewhere else. But I was really impressed to see how the neckline, guys, take a look, turned from a strong support into a resistance in a heartbeat. And price, when it was trying to push back, as you can see, it actually failed 2 consecutive days. And I was really pleased to see that, guys, because it meant that the neckline had managed to turn into a strong resistance, and that's very good for us, looking at this from the big picture, of course, when we know that price should land eventually at 54.91, right? That's a massive move we're talking about, but that's what the big picture suggests, right? Take a look. This is the weekly chart. We were talking about this move for quite a long time. Actually, we failed to time the right, to actually time the right moment where price was turning around. But now I think we're basically right on top of that move. Basically ever since price came all the way to the very top resistance here and then turned around, we knew that we're probably going to look at a one-way move that's going to take us all the way to the lower section. And now we're talking about the medium to long-term cycle here. And we broke that move into 2 separate steps, if you will, right? 2 separate stages, if you will. We knew that from this point on, we're going to try to chase price all the way to 59.74, which is the mid-high key level. And then if it can prove to break through, then we'll engage with the second stage of that move, which is everything from 59.74 all the way to 54.91, as I've just mentioned. Alright, so guys, I mean, the fact that the neckline here was pushing so nicely back on price, and price just made it below that area, is a very strong indication that game is on. Now, I only want to say this. The only reservation here, of course, is if price will come back by the end of today, right? Today, last day of the trading week, Friday. It's going to come back above that area and manage to close the day above 59.74. Basically, that's a game changer, right? That's actually going to suggest that there's a good chance we'll have a serious upside correction. And, of course, we don't want to have that, right? So we're going to have to take a step back, basically close the position and reanalyze the Euro Aussie until we can figure it out better. All right, guys, stop loss level is at 61. I actually haven't touched it. I want to wait till I have that confirmation coming from the weekly chart by the end of the day, and then of course we'll be able to adjust the stop loss level even further. That's about it for today, guys. Have a lovely weekend. We'll see you next Monday.